It is our favorite time of the month. You guys can say hello to YouTube since we'll probably make a video. But it is the 1st of April. Not only April's Fool, but the PvP day. The day where we together once again become financial experts on made-up numbers. And we insult your game because it's worse than my game. Nikke and Trikal surely doing great. Lost Sword, I don't have as much high hopes, but we'll pray that he's doing decent. Okay? Now, we will skip some of the top games because as usual we don't play most of this, right? So we don't really get or can't say much on these games. And just in case it wasn't obvious already, this website is only a reference and a meme. Never take it seriously because unless the company is public, you do not know how much they're making. That's it. Nothing else, okay? If you literally go into Sensor Tower website, their source is experts and their own analytic tools, all right? Like, take it with a grain of salt, always. That's it. Love and Deep Space, dethroning Hoyo as the #1 game. Husbando lovers are eating good. I don't know why the sudden race. Maybe there's a big event or something going on, right? But that's a lot of fucking money for a Husbando game. Guys, I think we need to make a Husbando game instead of a waifu collector. I'm just saying. Let me hide Arcana here, so you guys can see it a bit better. There we go. Then we have the usual Hoyo games on top, right? Genshin style in there. Uma Musume 34. Why is Uma Musume doing so well? It's not the anniversary or anything still, no? It's still pretty early for anniversary unless time is just flying by, which could be. Arknight's Enfield, the game that was doomed post to death, still top 10. Anniversary JP, makes sense. It's still making great money. Naruto Mobile. They announced a new Naruto for Global as well, but it's not this one. I think it's not this one. CCC, Hoyo games in there doing well as usual, right? Hoyo is just still one of the biggest companies in the world for gaming, so they will probably never be dethroned. Hoyo is, for the new generation, what Blizzard was to us back in the day. The difference is that they've always been making shit games because it's gacha games, so at least they didn't change midway, right? From a good gaming company into an evil corporation. Hoyo has always been doing gacha games. So at least they are more honest about what they do. No, it's not like Blizzard, I will say. FGO in there chilling, Puzzle and Dragons, Monster Strike, the usual games, right, from JP that never come to global. And then Nikke Girls of Victory, 11 billion. Guys, we keep going down and down. Arcana could not save this game. Shifty, with the April Fools, even though it doesn't count for the revenue of this month, could not save the game. It is truly Joyver. Kim, this month, might not be able to afford a new judge. Yeah, I think you guys should spend more for half anniversary. Kim deserves it, right? Whoa, below Nikke! Infinity Nikke, One Piece Mountain Rush, AK doing well. I haven't checked this Disney Twisted Wonderland. Is it like a gacha? I haven't checked it. Dragon Ball is Dragon Traveler is still doing, like, for an AI slop game, is doing fantastic, not gonna lie. To be fair, it's also that they are bringing, like, most of the quality of life that's already on the Chinese server was already brought to global. And the, pretty good waifus. You can put all of them on the lobby now as well. So it kind of makes sense. It is AI slop, but amongst AI slop, it's leaning more toward high quality. But if we're talking about packs, gacha itself and other things, is pretty bad. The worst, well, what most people will dislike is the amount of packs, the amount of pop-ups, and the beep system. But I like those things. Battle Cats in there chilling, Summoner Wars. No idea. I haven't played them, so I don't know. Where is Trikal and where is Lost Sword? That's what we care. Beyond the World, Assemble Stars, Pokemon, Watcher of Realms, Moontoon. By the way, Moontoon was sold recently. I think they did sell the company. I might be tripping here, but I think they did. Azur Lane Trikal going up 4.29. The Ed banner with the JP Bros, right? Carrying the game once again. I assume it's the JP Bros, no? Oh, it's the same global for everything, so it doesn't really matter. Chinese server, God knows how much it's actually making. It's funny seeing the Chinese server that it only says like 90k or 150k. Yeah, if the global numbers are fake, the Chinese numbers are even worse. Because God fucking knows how actually the match are making over there. Because on Billy Game, they have a pretty good rating right now for Trickle. And they've been promoting it quite a bit, considering they are publishing with them for the global market as well, right? If you go into the new games, I believe, they are still pretty highly rated, no? New? Where is Chicken Game? There it is, an 8.0. It's been pretty nice with the Chuayo screen, with Ed. There is a couple new games we need to check, by the way. We need to see if we check some of those. River's doing well. Where is Lost Sword? That is the next important stop, I will say, no? Limbusi Company, 3 million. The game with the consistent drama on Twitter. Not as much as Nikke, however, right? Girls from Online 2, I saw they released even a more broken unit. Anyone is still playing Girls from Online? I think that they released like an Omni-element character or some bullshit. Looks pretty balanced, pretty well balanced. Memento Mori, the MP3 playlist, Shadowverse, Light and Night, or one of these Husbando games is releasing global. I saw the post the other day that they're releasing global for one of these Husbando games that is only on China. A friend told me. I'm not interested, obviously, but... Is it time to stream Husbando games? 7 Deadly Sins Origin 2.80 as an opening with not that much time because the game was released towards the end of the month, no? I played like 10 minutes and I uninstalled, not gonna lie. Like, I did the prologue, I played for a little bit, and I uninstalled the game. I wasn't interested at all. For people who like the IP, it's probably a nice game. For people who like open world games, it's probably good. I'm just not interested, bro. I like my auto slop when it comes to gacha, so this is what it is. BD2 doing well, going further and further with the cutscenes. Still surprised this game is on the App Store and on the Play Store. While it lasts, enjoy it, but at some point it's gonna be out of those stores, 100%. 100%. Bleach Soul Resonance, the new Crunchyroll game, right? One of them. Path to Nowhere, the lesbian game, really good waifus, by the way. God bless Soya. Where is Lost Sword, though? Star Savior, 1.8. Wasn't it the opening month for them? Was this tracking the Korean server before? Probably, no? Okay. The Cydia Duelo Final Fantasy, I was checking it and I was like, bro, it's crazy how they keep milking the IP with awful gachas. All of them. EOS within like a year. Like most of them, let's say. And all of them are fucking awful. And this one is like purely PvP, basically 3v3 against a raid boss or something like that. And you don't pull for the characters, you pull for moves on the characters. You don't even pull for the character, you pull for the moves. It's that. The FF franchise keeps being milked and the fans enjoy it. What can we say? FK Journey, CCN, they keep releasing waifus, but Smilegate might not be able to save the game. Reminder that Miresi is being released with also
Sir,
with someone.
It's still above Starseed XDD.
Before you roast my game, Tarsis, are you referring to Silver and Blood? Are you referring to Resonance Solstice? Which one? Also, Starseed, wherever it is on the list, we don't know yet. It's only low because they don't track all the servers. This list has something against Starseed. Let's keep scrolling, okay? Solo Leveling Arise. By the way, Solo Leveling has been released like 4 different games, all reusing the same assets. They released the gacha, Arise. They released an action RPG recently, and then like the same as Arise, but without gacha. And all of them use the same assets. And people keep like playing all 3, and it's crazy. I don't know. I don't understand how people like, oh yeah, let me eat this. Slow. Precone, mandatory, fuck you Crunchyroll. Okay. Did we pass Lost Sword? Did I just not see Lost Sword on the list? Girl Wars. Mekarasi, Stella Sora is chilling in there. Compalaria is still surviving. Champions of the Continent. I'm surprised he's still alive. Well, oh. Same revenue. They cannot even track the change. Something going on with Lost Sword. After the awful collab, the developers were like, we're sorry, we know the collaboration was underwhelming, but here is a gacha skin.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys. We know the collaboration was bad. There you go. A new gacha skin for you. Thank you, LS developers. And then they added a new game mode. And instantly, before it went live, oh, sorry, the same day it went live, they said, we know the game mode isn't liked. We will completely rework it. 10 out of 10 so far with Lost Sword. Really good update. Good waifu collector, but my god. Paranoid's released recently. I tried it, didn't like it. But if you enjoy manhwas, you probably will enjoy the game. You have basically the whole comic semi-animated with AI, which again, it depends if you like AI or not. But at least if you like comics and whatnot, it's a decent one. Amongst a slop, you can enjoy it a little bit. Metaverse Survivors, the favorite game of Bolkin. Okay, Tarsis, what are your games? I don't see Silver and Blood. I don't see Resonance. Did I pass them? Monuments, the game everyone swears is goated. Silver and Blood, 138k. Moontoon, it cannot be carried, even with Tarsis. Even with Tarsis, maxing everything in the game. Tarsis cannot carry Silver and Blood higher. Moontoon keeps dropping. Resonance Solstice, however, increasing in revenue. This was Tarsis. So Tarsis stopped spending in Silver and Blood and just went directly into Resonance Solstice, which is pretty good. There is no content for the entirety of March. Yikes. Heaven Hells released recently, and this is like Game Games. I don't recommend you guys play anything by this publisher. The problem with the game was that they released in Korea first. Emulators were blocked, or rather than blocked, they were at like 1 FPS, 2 FPS. You could barely play. And then when Global came out, they put everyone into the global server, into the Korean server. Not only that, but they nerfed rewards for Global. Got a lot of people, like companies, nerfing rewards for Global. So when you were clearing content, you weren't getting as much premium currency. But here is the best part. When Global players complained, what did they do? They removed the extra rewards for the Korean players. 10 out of 10. Masterful move by this publisher. I don't remember the name, but 10 out of 10. Absolutely. What else do we have? Anchor Panic, Counterside, Eversoul. Let me move here before I get kicked. I saw the message that I was going to get kicked. There we go. Where is Starseed? Star Sailors is another game that it wasn't doing pretty well at the release by Come to US. I think that the biggest problem with the Star Sailors is that it's 2026 and the majority of these games can survive if this is the revenue that they're looking for, right? Like if they're looking for like a nice niche game, they can survive. But most of these companies don't want that. They want like a big hit, no? Star Sailor like provides nothing, in terms of turn-based Honkai Star Rail-esque games. Not like Star Rail invented this genre, but the most popular one. And that they basically, it's like a worse Star Rail on everything. Not only that, but on release, the stamina resources were so fucking bad that if you skip a specific pop-ups, paid pop-ups, that gave you stamina and resources, you could basically not develop your characters. And those pop-ups last an hour. So if you skip those pop-ups and you didn't buy them, you would just break in the sense that it would take you like a long ass time to fix like being able to level up your team. I don't know if they fixed the issues of stamina or not after the release, because I didn't keep track. If anyone knows, let me know, right? But on release, pretty bad. Astra Knights of Pedal still alive, XD. Neural Cloud, purely maintenance. Wait, 31? Why is Neural Cloud having a resurgence in revenue? Wasn't this game dead? Like no new content, no new banners, no nothing? Or did they finally update the game and actually included new banners and stuff? Anyone knows? Any Neural Cloud players in chat? Let me know. Let me know. Another Crunchyroll hit, Lord of Nazarick. Cat Fantasy, still there. What else do we have? Where is my game though? Wait. No fucking way is this low. Did I miss it? By the way, LPs 2K. Fuck Game Games, guys. New game coming soon. You probably already saw it here. This is Prometheus. Well, this was called Ring of Fire early on, 7 years ago. 5 years ago, it got renamed to Prometheus. Then it took another 5 years to actually release into the Chinese server, which basically ended up being a Hoyo copy of the gacha with the same Hoyo battle pass and same dogshit shop on 2026. No auto, no nothing for an action RPG 2D with voxel world. They're not doing well in China. The game is beautiful. Right? The game is beautiful. Waifus are pretty nice. I don't know if how much they have improved it, but that's the point. This is the publisher that nerfed rewards for both Haze River and LPs. So, in my opinion, don't play it. Or if you want to play it, don't spend a single dollar on this company. Fuck them. Hopefully they go bankrupt soon in Minecraft. And Starfish asking a trigger from 21k to 2k. Nah, this is a lie. Guys, this is a lie. Look at this. Not tracking JP. They are afraid of tracking JP and knowing that this will go into the top 20. Yeah? They are afraid.
LMAO.
They are. That is the only thing, literally. Because because Starstreet is not doing that bad, guys. They only took like a month and a half to fix some issues, and the servers were kind of down. But it's not that bad. Not that bad. Pretty good game. This is just a BS website. Don't trust it. Nikke, kind of dying, but not fully, right? Trigal going up, Lost Sword, not doing so well. That said, we'll be back to be financial experts next month. It is time to keep grinding some last epoch. It is.